What's up, YouTube? Back with another knife unboxing. This is going to be a real big one. I think the last one of this kind of caliber that I have on my channel is the Rockstead, which might actually be my first video. I've got marker all over my table. So this is a knife that has kind of taken the, I don't know if you'd say, it sounds cliche to say, the knife market by storm. For the unboxing, I'm using my Bug Out Cabela's Bass Pro exclusive. In the last probably, maybe 5 years, I think. I'm sure you've seen the title already. This is the Koenig Arius. I have never seen this knife in person. I've watched tons of reviews. I'm just gonna make sure that there's none of my information on this paperwork here. Okay. Comes from DLT Trading. Oops, on the camera. Sorry, guys. I've never seen this knife in person, only on pictures and videos and on Facebook. And they're kind of hard to come by, I guess. They do drop. So yeah, it's the Koenig. Let me bring this camera a little bit closer. Sorry, I make everybody sick on here, but the Koenig Arius. I have watched a lot of videos on this knife. Everybody sings its praises, and I happened to catch a drop on DLT, and I couldn't resist it and wanted to pick one up and see what it's all about. I've got a lot of really high-end knives, Chris Reeve, Hinderers, things like that. I've had Striders in the past, and this is one of those kind of in that upper echelon of knives that I've always wanted to get my hands on. So, like I said, I kind of just got lucky when it dropped. So this is the Koenig Arius patterned titanium stonewashed with satin flats. I believe this is the Gen 4, which is the latest, version of the Koenig knives. Let's see, how do we open this guy actually? Seems like you open it this way, but it's not wanting to. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't want to break it like a moron. Just flips open like that, kind of magnet. Okay, there we go. Koenig Arius Bowler M390, 6AL4V titanium, and it's dated September 14th of 2021. And I am actually filming this on October 1st, so very new. Wow, there's a cool sticker. Here's the certificate. No real numbers. I mean, it's really pretty basic if that's their certificate, honestly. Cool. There is the knife. Real nice pouch. Pretty basic, but keeps it safe, protected. And there is the cloth. And let's take a look for the first time. Decent weight on it. And there it is, guys. Very cool. Nice. Check the centering. Perfectly down the middle. Man. Looking at it from behind the camera is kind of difficult, but gorgeous knife. M390. And I have to admit, I did 2-day shipping on this, and I have been super busy, so I haven't done a lot of research just on Koenig in general, but everything that I've read says this guy is just an upstanding guy, real big into knives at a young age, and I guess his dream was always to get into knives and machining. So, but he seems to be a stand-up guy. Obviously, their knives are all USA made. I think they do everything in-house. I don't know if any of the parts are outsourced. I think they're one of those guys that even kind of makes the hardware in-house. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what I read. I like the blue kind of accent. This was the basic version. DLT had one that had bronze hardware and blue hardware. This was the least expensive of them, and they were going fast. And I kind of honestly liked the look of this one. I think the blue was actually sold out, and I think they had like 1 or 2 bronze left, but I kind of liked the standard look. I'm not too into the flashy stuff. Like, this is just enough for me. I'm usually the guy that gets kind of the standard plain Jane versions of things. Like my Chris Reeve is just a normal Chris Reeve Sabenza 21. So, so this worked for me. Let's check out the flipping action. Pretty stiff detent, but man, that sucker flies out there. Really comfortable in hand. Let's check out that blade. Hopefully I don't cut myself behind the camera. Very even grinds. That's the first thing that I'm looking at. That's one of the things that people screw up. But man, they are very even, aren't they? Wow. I mean, they are perfectly symmetrical on both sides. And then you've got that satin and then the stone washing, which looks good. I like that. Looks like kind of a really fine satin on there. Real sharp. See where we're locked up at? Pretty early. And yeah, wow, very smooth. This is hard to do behind the camera, guys. Sorry, but I kind of want to see. Yeah, really hard to do behind the camera. Full shut action. Sorry, I can't do it better, but I really don't want to cut myself while on camera. And this one's got the pattern. They've got some that come in carbon fiber on the show side scale, and then titanium on the non-show side. Then they've got some that are titanium that are just not textured like this one is, but I think the texture kind of gives it a nice grip. It really grips more than you think it does, but it's comfortable. Got his logo there. Pretty stiff detent. I did read online that it said that the detent, they come stiff so that it has room to wear, which I appreciate that. Man, beautiful grinds. I mean, you know, when you get these high-end knives, when you spend so much money on them, they are impressive. There's no doubt about it when you get them in your hand. But at the end of the day, they are still just a titanium knife. I mean, it's not like it, you know, the clouds are going to part and the sun's going to come out. You know, but you can tell the craftsmanship, whether it be a Chris Reeve or a Hinder or whatever the case may be. You can tell the craftsmanship, how much thought they put into their knives, the design, and you get that with this. This is a fine, well-made, well-crafted tool. That's what it really feels like. And you can just tell that in your hand, that it's just, the tolerances are tight, everything. It's well-made, well put together, well-designed. It will last a lifetime. And I know that Koenig Knife stands behind their products. I've heard countless stories of guys dealing with them, and that they really take care of their customers. So yeah, it's a beautiful knife. Probably one that's going to be hard to move on or sell one day. It's just, it's pretty cool, and it's unique. It's a very, my brother-in-law said it was a very futuristic looking kind of design, and I tend to agree with him. It's a very, I don't know, alien almost looking, you know? Especially, I think, this part right here is kind of unique. But, yeah. Nice, generous flipper tab. Flipping action, man, it just fires out there, man. Great lockup, no play. And just silky smooth. I believe they run on ceramic bearings instead of steel, and that the detent ball is ceramic as well, which you can definitely tell. I mean, it's glassy smooth. No friction at all, just hydraulic and free and smooth. I mean, no grittiness in the action. It's incredible. Right up there definitely with Chris Reeve and all those other, you know, high-end type knives. Maybe smoother, a little bit freer, and maybe a little bit smoother, actually. Not quite as hydraulic, because it's just a little freer, but you just don't feel anything. It's very hard to explain. But M390 on this one, I know they've done different steels in the past, but the current generation is doing mostly M390, it seems. So anyways, guys, it's a beautiful knife. Thanks for watching. I know it was a long one, but it's probably worth it. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.